Brought to you by The Vault.
Hi, I'm Shy.
And I'm Kathy, and this is our Girlfriends Talk Show where each week we have fun and we spill the tea.
Or the wine. Be sure to find us wherever you listen to your podcast and follow us on social media.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to Girlfriends Talk Show with Shy, Kathy, the Side Chicks. And this is episode 17 of 2020 Sucks.
It's ending soon. It's ending soon, though.
Yeah, well, you know, as soon as you feel like you catch a little bit of wind in 2020 just comes along and kicks you back right in the jimmy.
Everything goes back.
And that's why I wasn't here last week. So I did watch the podcast, and you guys did a great job.
Thank you.
Listened to the whole thing last night as I was prepping for this episode. So, you know, you compelled me to think about a letter or just a few words of advice to my 14-year-old self. So just want to let y'all know that I was not a bad girl. Imagine that. I caught up eventually, but at 14, I was doing what my parents wanted me to do most of the time. Actually, 100% of the time.
Well, that's kind of boring.
I was very boring, but I was also miserable. And so those two things may have gone hand in hand.
Wait, was that the year you cut your hair off like a little boy?
No, it was shortly after that. But no, not when I was 14. When I was 15, the misery just continued, and that's when I did that. So, no, 14 was just a year full of sadness for me. I cried a lot.
What?
For no good reason.
You have to cry about at
14-year-olds
14.
But we talked about how 14-year-olds are just kind of miserable.
I hated everything, and I thought everything hated me. Like literally, I did not know it was wrong, and it was all hormonally related. But along with that came some hang-ups that I may or may not still carry around. But if I had to tell 14-year-old Kathy a couple of things, number one would be to eat the donut.
Yes.
The whole thing.
Yes.
Not just half of it.
I still
And throw the other half away.
I still tell 27-year-old Kathy to eat the donut.
Yeah. Am I at 27? Am I 27?
Well, I'm trying to help you out here.
Thanks. I think everybody knows
So I
that's
still
not the
tell you to
case.
eat the donut, and I still tell you to chill out, which is probably something else you should have told your
It's
14-year-old
not.
self. It's not?
No.
Okay.
I was never chill.
Well,
I'm
if-
never going to be chill.
If you watched last episode, you know that my 14-year-old self was not really miserable.
Well,
You were having all the fun for you and
I think they're different shades of misery. I'm
Uh,
not really sure I would have
you know-
chosen that. So the second bit of advice I have for my 14-year-old self is to not be so afraid to make mistakes, because I was so scared to mess up. And a lot of that had to do with like being afraid that people were going to make fun of me or whatever, or that I was going to make a mistake that I couldn't undo somehow. I don't know. It was bizarre. And the third thing, 14-year-old Kathy, you do not marry Rick Springfield. I'm really sorry.
It does not happen.
Does not.
As a matter of
happen.
fact, you go to a concert later in life and you see how old
Multiple times.
and dilapidated he is now.
No, he was still hot. What are you talking about? And
The
I had
picture I
chance-
saw, he was pretty
You better.
dilapidated.
Hush it right now. Because he
mean,
could have been my
talk
celebrity
about
hall
Rick
pass. And remember, I went to
Springfield
look
like
for him and I couldn't find him.
Yeah, yeah.
Regardless.
You thought he hit you up on Insta, though.
I thought he started following me. This was a few years ago when we were working together at the radio station. I thought Rick Springfield was following me on Instagram, and I freaked. Let me just, y'all, like
heart attack.
a literal fell down
Yeah.
in the middle of the hallway. Oh my God, Rick Springfield is following
It
me.
was probably
And it was a spam account.
It was probably a listener
I
that
had to block
overheard you
him.
talking about how much you love Rick Springfield, so he decided he was going to create an account and friend you or follow you.
Yeah, it wasn't a verified Rick Springfield account.
Anyway,
Oh,
so
well.
let's get to this episode subject, which is
Should I stay or should I ghost?
fight or flight.
Pretty much. I mean, so it's really not just about ghosting in a relationship. It's about ghosting in life. And so it is about your fight or flight response. Now, did you also know, and I'm going to educate you a little bit more, that there is more of a stress response than just fight or flight. I'll tell you the third F coming up in segment 2, because that's just a tease. But doesn't Shy have a convo topic that she wants to discuss? And not just that, but we have our question of the week.
Question of the
Chicks.
week, actually, that we posted on Facebook has gotten a
Blowing
lot
up.
of traction.
It has.
Blowing up.
MK, I want you to
guys.
read some of those responses on there.
Well,
Okay.
you have to tell the question
Oh God. Okay.
as well.
Okay. Let's see if I can.
So
No.
this.
I
well,
did
let's see, do we have
screenshot
it on
that
here?
part.
Okay, so
I want to give the
We're
exact
in the
question.
vault.
no, basically it is if there was a zombie apocalypse, would you stay and fight or would you run away?
Okay.
And
So the answers are
there was one that you really liked, Kathy. I saw. Now me, I know I
Scrolling
would
through all
stay.
the selfies.
I would stay and fight. This one here, weakest link would have to go.
I'm
Kathy
not
would
the
have to
weakest
go.
link.
Now,
So I can run, but I probably wouldn't because I couldn't run far enough away. So I would just go ahead and jump off the bridge. I mean, that's my plan.
it's
It's always
just
been my plan.
time feeder to the
I was
zombies.
either going to try to go hide in the mall because I figured the mall was a good place to hide from
because
zombies.
nobody's there anymore.
No, not in
What
our
kind
mall.
of zombies are we talking? Are we talking
Like
I
real
Am
ones.
Legend zombies? Or are we talking Walking Dead?
Walking
Walking
Dead.
Dead zombies.
Okay.
And I
Okay,
don't
so
even-
it says Walking Dead was one of my favorite shows for years. I know just what to do. Stay and fight. You
Is
gotta
that-
stab them in the brain.
Is that our friend Kristen?
Yes.
Okay, so I really liked. Oh my gosh, now I can't think of her name.
The long post. What
She
did
lives on
say?
a farm.
Lives on a farm.
She
Like
does.
Herschel did in The Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Oh, fight for sure. Turn our farm
Yes.
into a compound. I already know which family and friends can contribute. Military, educators, medical, worker bees, those that have significant skills, advantages to contribute to the compound and its success so that we, and then I accidentally cut it off.
You're
Well,
supposed to
we
have
get
a
the-
doctorate in Google.
We
Hello.
get the general idea. I mean, she's got it all planned out and all
Oh,
that.
wait, I found it. To contribute to the compound and its success so that we thrive beyond the immediate need. We're on the river, so we have travel access if roads are inaccessible.
She's thought about this
Yes,
before.
We have wells for fresh water. I may or may not have thought about this before.
So what is her name?
That's Danielle.
Yes, Danielle.
Also, I want to know what happens to the family members that do not have a significant skill to contribute.
Well, she's not inviting me.
They
so-
go.
Yeah.
They're done.
You gotta leave the
Okay,
compound.
So
always
my
talked about
cousin
this.
Dan,
Uh-huh.
hey
Hey, Dan.
gather my peeps, only the ones I like.
That is few and far between.
Circle up the wagons, binge The Walking Dead for tips, and attack. I like that one. I hope I'm in your circle
How come
of
nobody
friends,
else said
Dan.
jump off the bridge?
Oh, Kathy.
Someone said,
I mean-
oh hell, I can't run.
I can run. I just can't run far
And
enough.
don't have the energy to fight. Can we just all get along and wave the white flag? I love that one too.
Oh, that's a good one. So go to our Facebook page, go to our Instagram, and give us your thoughts. What would you do?
Someone said head to the Wilson compound because that was
Yes.
Absolutely. I would try, but she wouldn't let me in. So anyway,
You gotta
best
contribute something.
best answer is gonna win a Girlfriend's Talk Show T-shirt.
Maybe you can be babysitter or something.
Oh, I could do that. Yeah.
Okay. See, we found you a job
Hey,
already.
you know what else
you
I
could
could
be
do?
the braider.
No,
Like the
I
hair
could
braiders.
be the makeup artist.
Yes.
There
I
is
mean,
no makeup.
Yeah, you
in
have
the
to have a
zombie-
date sometimes.
During a zombie
maybe
apocalypse?
maybe the more attractive
This
you
is
look,
why she goes.
the more
Yeah.
like the zombies don't want to
Yeah, like
mess
they-
with you because
they-
they're like, oh, she's too hot.
Wait,
Maybe you're the
Maybe-
peacemaker between everyone.
Or
When
maybe
there's
they-
arguments, they go see Kathy as like a counselor.
Yeah. Yes, I like that.
Fantastic. That is my role
Yeah.
in the village.
She's got to go.
I could
The
be makeup
counselor.
artist
Yeah.
and
Say it.
counselor.
All right.
And I could probably be matchmaker between the zombies and
I don't
the humans.
think anybody's
Just take
worried
50
about
people
love during the zombie
I'm not
apocalypse.
talking about love, Shy.
Oh.
Repopulating.
Well, they are worried about that during the zombie apocalypse when there's nothing else to do. All right. So coming up, we're going to talk
I'm gonna
about
do
different
people's makeup.
different
I'm gonna get through the
scenarios. Nobody wants makeup during the apocalypse.
Everybody
They're
wants
fighting
drinks,
for their
though.
life.
That's
Everybody
true,
wants
bartender.
I'm
Hello.
shaking it.
We're gonna have like our own little section in the village, and it's gonna be where everybody wants to go.
Oh my
Like the
gosh.
nightclub.
It'll be the first place the zombies raid. So coming up, we're going to talk about different scenarios that would you fight or flight?
Would you stay or would you go?
Yeah, so we'll talk about that. That's your teaser.
That's your tease. But you
Coming
know
up.
what? We want you to stay. Listen to this very short message. Eventually, there'll be a commercial there, and then come back and fight.
Think about putting your commercial there.
Hey
Hey, you! Yes, you! Watching or listening to this amazing podcast hosted by two of the most dynamic and brilliant women you'll ever meet. Advertise with us and watch your business grow as big as our heads. Seriously, hit us up at vault.news/contact and find out how affordable you can advertise on our show.
Hey, everybody, welcome back. So, when the going gets tough, what do you do? Fight.
Drink.
Hey, by the way, tough girl. Christmas is only 85 sleeps away.
Oh my gosh. Really?
Okay, I just want y'all to go check out, if you like Christmas, like the majority of the world, go to emailsanta.com. I wish they were paying me for this, but they're not. Some of it's a little bit annoying, but it literally has every single countdown to Christmas you could possibly ever want.
That makes me want to drink.
By the seconds, by the days, by the... It's got Santa. You can email Santa. He emails you
Nobody
back.
cares about any of that. So, talking about fight or flight, what would
People
you
do care about it.
on Christmas Day? What do you do?
I fight.
I
all the
flight.
Okay,
I'm
but
out.
I
Can we
love
talk
Christmas
about
Day.
the fact that the
Your
side
drinks are
chicks
horrible?
are suffering?
Yeah,
today?
I feel like they've probably seen our faces this entire
hate-
time.
We're really sorry.
Every
Hey, by the
time
way,
we take a
put your
sip,
coffee
we're
away
like,
and drink this because I got
I
this
hate
for you.
coconut, and today we're like,
you suggested
I know.
it.
Okay, so we do like a drink of the day. Y'all probably don't notice it, but we always have a drink that kind of corresponds with the episode. And so today, ghosting. So we tried to do something like,
A ghosty drink.
It does
I don't
look
know.
ghosty. It
and
looks
so
very.
we got pina
disgusting
colada, and we're
milkish.
doing, and
But she hates coconut.
It
we
looks
didn't have a
like-
lot of ice.
It looks like breast milk.
It
Trust me,
tastes- I
I've
don't-
drank it on the
never
show
tasted
before.
It, but it,
So have I.
I like
Remember?
frozen pina
Oh my God,
coladas.
that was
I
so
think
terrible.
that the mix we got just wasn't good, and it
And it
also
sat in my
sat.
car.
Yeah, it also sat in her
For a
car for a
little
while.
bit.
That
We got
looks
it at
terrible,
lunch.
girls.
Yeah, it's
And
almost
that
as bad as
humongous-
2020 for sure.
Humongous chunk of ice coming out of your glass
I felt
is kind of
like
weird.
I feel like that's the best part of
It looks
Yeah.
real,
I never met an
That is a
alcohol
2020
I didn't
drink.
like
except for that one.
That's
until
bad.
today.
Wow. All right. Well, so again, here's the segment where I'm going to educate you, and I don't know what to name this, but yet last night when I was show prepping, I was like, it's deep thoughts. But so
Deep
I did
Thoughts
some
by
research
Kathy.
on the fight or flight response, and that's when I found out there's actually a third F. So it's actually fight, flight, or freeze.
Oh.
So
when you
it
do
is-
nothing.
Yes, it's an autonomic response that happens, and there's this whole scientific thing that goes on in your bod. But anyway, so it's called hyperarousal.
Ew.
I thought you would like that.
Wait, you know I have that when people.
So weird. She does.
Yes.
The freeze response is
No.
called hyperarousal.
No, it's all called hyperarousal.
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
like the whole phenomenon of fight
So,
or flight.
okay.
But she gets so weird.
when something cracks me up so bad, when I'm laughing so hard and something is so funny, I can't move. Like I'm laughing so hard and I'm like frozen because I'm hyper aroused.
It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen in my life.
I just can't move.
I thought she was lying, but she wasn't. Anyway, so the fight,
Kind of ridiculous.
flight, or freeze response is called hyperarousal or acute stress response. So it's your body's, response to stress. So it's a reaction that occurs to a perceived harmful event, attack, or threat to your survival. All right. Fight or flight is fight or flight is active, freeze is I don't know what I was talking about. I actually did not drink last night either. Anyway, so basically when you freeze, it's to further prepare your body to protect itself. So you understand when you're standing there fighting for something, when you run away, but in the freeze part of
Well, it's
fight
like
or
when
flight-
somebody scares you. So you're coming around the corner, somebody scares you. Rah. I freeze
Yeah.
up for a minute, and I'm like, and I
It's-
freeze,
That's right.
and I don't say anything, and then I
Yeah,
have a
I get it.
delayed scream.
I yell so hard and it's so dramatic.
Like, do you
because-
yell
do
like
too.
right then?
I'm just a very scared person. Not scared.
Well, so
but
anxiety
things like-
actually increases this response as well. So if you've got a little anxiety issue, it just makes things worse. Oh well. So on this show prep sheet that I have, because Shy wanted some cute scenarios about fight, flight, or freeze,
You didn't think my scenarios were cute.
because that one was not cute. It was really weird.
Gruesome.
No, it wasn't gruesome.
Gory.
Anyway, so we're going to go ahead and throw some fight, flight, or freeze scenarios at each other. I'm going to go last because I forgot that I was supposed to do this. But anyway.
And we want you to think about
Yes.
what you would do in
Yeah.
a situation like this. And once again, hit us up on Facebook, Instagram, and let us know.
Hey, by the way, we're going to work on your Instagram because
Yeah.
last night I listened to episode 16 and you don't understand it. It's not hard to understand.
I have a little bit of a question.
If you build it, they will come. Your
No.
Instagram.
Oh, I don't know. Okay, so
Have y'all ever been in a situation where fight or flight or
Yes.
freeze has
Oh,
kicked in?
absolutely.
And what did you do?
Now, was it an appropriate situation? Probably not. Actually,
So-
yes. Honestly, yeah. There were 2 times that I was in a house fire.
Yeah.
oh,
That
what
is
did you
fight or
do?
flight.
I got some shit and ran away. Both times.
I probably would have ran
The
in
first time I
circles.
got my jewelry and my cat and ran out, and I was 16. And then the second time I was an adult, and it was at my parents' house. This happened both at my parents' house. The second time I got the kids out first, and then went and got the rabbit. So they all like have to do with pets.
Sounds like a This Is Us episode.
But
Yeah.
it's definitely the flight. I'm running away.
So what about y'all?
So I am very, like, if I know what's going on, then I'm fight.
But if you had,
If
have
I
you had
had-
a situation?
Yeah, so, like, whenever, this is so dramatic, but whenever that little baby, like,
Oh yeah.
had a seizure on the, like, Baton Rouge Bridge and then stopped breathing, and, like, you have to do that whole situation, and it's, like, I didn't know what to do, but
You
it's,
were in
like,
the
you're,
car
like,
and-
Heimlich, you know, all that stuff. But, or not Heimlich, but like,
No, don't do
whatever.
that.
Not Heimlich, you know what I meant. But,
Yeah, CPR. Yeah.
But anyway, no, I think that, like, there are certain situations where I would be, like, out. But,
So did you kick in that one?
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like even if I don't know what to do, it's like I'll try to do everything I know how to do.
Well, and I do believe that. I think for myself, like, I will stay and fight, but my initial reaction is to get the H out.
So example, Kathy, fight or flight. If we all of a sudden had just a swarm, just an invasion of those little salamander slicky looking things.
You know exactly what I would do. You mean chameleonaires?
Chameleonaires.
oh,
And
That's
they're all
what she
just
thought they were. They're actually geckos, but she thought they were. And I was like, no, that's a rapper. The chameleonaires.
chameleonaires.
Then I
So-
photoshopped a chameleonaire face onto a gecko body for her, and I was like, it doesn't look like that.
I would be in that situation. I would be out.
Oh no,
like
I'm
a
out
light.
all the time.
There's no
I mean,
stuff like
honestly,
that. I don't
Shy,
want to.
you're not sticking around for that either.
No, I'm
You
not.
hate them.
I'm out.
They're
Any
disgusting.
I don't
kind
know
of
how you'd fight them.
any kind of bug invasion.
You can
invasion,
step on
I'm
them.
gone.
They're very smushy.
Oh, see, that's why I don't.
I
like them.
accidentally
I think
stepped
you
on
have to get
y'all.
some kind of paddle and just start.
Is that what you would do, Katie?
I don't know, maybe. They don't bother me.
She's making me
Ew,
very
they don't?
uncomfortable.
I mean, I might try to start a fire or something, but then they would stink, and then I'd have to go. Because you know me and smell.
A fire would be smart.
Yeah.
All right, let's throw out some fight, flight, or ugh. That grosses me out bad.
Well, I know it
you
would.
know,
I knew
I
it would.
stepped on a
That's-
baby one once in my house.
What
Stop.
if?
Yeah, I've never told you that.
What if?
I'm like getting
What if
sweaty.
everybody was made to dress as clowns?
Are you? You know I hate clowns.
I know. Would you fight or flight?
Oh, I'm out, man. I'm literally out of this universe.
Is
like,
there a scenario where you're going to stay and fight?
no? I mean,
I feel like if she was like put up against a like Karen, I know. it's
yes.
bad
No,
to say
give me.
And like Grant was in the back, you know, and you had to like defend
I
your
will
like
tell
baby cub. I feel like
1,000%. Now, I will defend anybody that I actually really love. I really, truly will. And
Yeah.
I will fight you. I'll get my ass kicked. It doesn't really matter. But if you put a clown or a gecko in front of me,
Well, you're not really having to fight for anything. Like, are they
No.
trying to steal your
just
life?
getting the H out.
And if
Yes.
we're all dressed like clowns, then like, what's the big deal? We just walk around like clowns.
During the hurricane, what did Kathy do? Flight.
Yeah, man, I'm running away. When the going gets tough, Kathy gets going. Just to let y'all know.
I'm sitting over the fireplace with a skillet cooking.
It's bull.
No, I did during one of our hurricanes when I was married.
Not when I was.
And my
actually.
husband decided to go to his mama's. and I stayed home and cooked and did what I
I
had
do
to
remember
do.
you telling me that you were doing that.
I even started a fire with Fritos. Did you know you can do that? That's an old Boy
Ooh, I
Scout
love
trick.
Okay,
that.
Shy, here's a scenario
Or
for
ramen
you.
noodles.
Okay, give it to me.
You have every single thing in one house that you love. I mean, every person, okay?
John Schneider.
Whatever. Your wife, maybe.
Yes,
your
my
kids,
wife.
your best friend.
Yes, yes,
John Schneider.
little
Your
Ollie.
side chick.
Yes,
Yeah.
they're all
So,
there.
Everything in this house that you love.
Mm-hmm.
It's, it's your dream house. Like you built it. It's an amazing place. It's your dream house.
Mhm.
And you find out that
Oh,
it's haunted.
oh God.
That's my worst fear.
So it's your dream house and nobody that you love is leaving.
Because nobody believes you that it's haunted.
You're the only one
The
that believes
irony.
it's haunted.
Ugh.
You're the only one. So are you fighting? Are you flighting?
You know my answer.
Can they hurt you?
You can't get
Can
a
the
priest to
haunting-
come and exorcise it?
No, nothing is going to help what's already in my head. And if I see,
So what you're
hear,
leaving,
feel
you're
something,
literally leaving the house that you built
I gotta go.
and everything that you love.
They can come with me if they want. We'll rebuild.
They're not leaving.
We'll rebuild.
So you're going off on your own.
I'll even leave John Schneider behind. Just don't.
Hey,
put a
by the
ghost
way,
in
you
front
don't
of me.
marry him either.
It's
I
my
would
life
make
isn't
a
over.
sandwich, an MK sandwich, and I would just be in the middle always. Does that make sense?
That's
And
what I
like
do
when
in
I
I
was
haunted
think you've had
houses.
way too much
when
rum.
I was a kid,
If
I would
John would
always
hold
be
me
like,
in his arms like that,
like
yeah,
when
that-
I would have nightmares, I'd like run to my parents' room and get in
Right
the
in the
middle
middle.
of them, and I'd be like, I'm safe, I'm cool. Like they're big people. I'm
Yeah, my
little.
parents
Like,
wouldn't let me get in bed.
So John Schneider would have to literally hug me everywhere I went and keep his arms around me 24/7.
You're
Then I'd
married.
be okay.
You're married, and
Well-
your wife would enjoy that.
She could do that too.
She would be on
Both
the
of them
side
on
of
me would be
her.
great.
just be like a little bodyguard.
Okay,
Just
well,
person.
just by
That's
the
a
way,
whole
me and
nother
your
show.
kids are going to think that's bizarre. I mean, that's called a threesome. It's not called protect shy.
protection.
That's what I call it. It's
Protect
protection.
Shine.
Total protection.
Oh, so
Okay.
cheesy.
All right, ladies, over at the side chicks, throw a scenario out there
A scenario.
to each other.
Oh, shoot.
Okay, so
Shy and I know each other's Achilles.
I know MKs. Or I know one of them.
Yeah, are you afraid of anything?
Yeah, something.
Uh-oh.
I don't like masks. Heights I'm not too hot about.
Okay, so what if we went on a
I may or may not be rocking
a
a
rock
baby.
climbing excursion and you had all of the essentials in your backpack and we start going up and we make it to the top and you're down, would you keep going up knowing that you have everything we need, or would you leave?
I would
Oh, wow,
cry,
this is serious.
but I think I would do it.
Yeah, okay, cool.
I would cry the entire time. My cousin actually wants me to go skydiving with him.
Oh,
Ooh,
don't do
that's
it.
fun. It's not like heights at
Yeah.
that point.
It's
Huh?
not heights.
It's way too much for. It's like not your brain. I don't know. It's not heights.
You know that scene
Oh.
in Pretty Woman where she
yes,
sits
it
on
is
the
heights,
ledge
but it's not.
of
Oh,
the
yeah.
balcony?
Yeah,
It
does it make your
stresses me
palms
out.
sweat?
Oh,
Yeah.
it stresses me out every time.
Hey, by the way, I bought that on Prime the other day.
Okay,
It's
good.
$9.99 if you want to watch it.
Oh my gosh.
Girls' night.
All right, so fight or flight. Well, those are some really good scenarios, by the way. Tell us what you guys would do
Sorry, I'm rocking a baby.
in situations like this. Yes, we brought a baby along.
I did. Did y'all know I had a
gonna-
baby? That's where I was last week.
Surprise!
See, I call
case.
it.
Hey,
I call this.
rebounded.
Call this child my. It's my practice grandbaby. So
It was our baby.
it's our practice.
You told me
grandbaby.
it was my baby.
It's our practice
You're
grandbaby.
doing so good too.
I'm taking you to Maury.
So
You
we
are
have to
not
borrow
the
a
mother.
child because we're waiting on grandkids.
I'm not.
I am.
I'm not. All right, Urban Dictionary word of the day. It is what it is. I mean, it should be.
It is what it is.
That's,
It
is that
ain't
seriously
what it
the
ain't.
Yeah, it's
that's
what I-
not a
it's
word.
what I
That's a
picked.
phrase.
It's a
Everyone knows
phrase.
what
It's
that
a
means.
word. It is what it is. I hate this phrase. So I think it probably hit like the mainstream, I don't know, 10 years ago. And the reason I hated it was because I'm a control freak, or I was. I'm a little bit less now because I literally can't control anything. I'm waiting. I like it's a delayed response.
I'm
Like, Right? Tell
I'm
me I
not getting
can't. Just
into
tell me
this
I can.
battle with you
It's not a battle.
at this point.
It is what it is. So anyway, that's
when we
why
have
I hated it.
deep best friend combos, it's usually about this
Well,
subject.
we need a wine night soon.
We do.
Anyway,
You
so
want to come?
the Urban Dictionary. No, it has to be it has to be
We'll have our own wine nights, actually.
a double. Anyway, it is what it is via the Urban Dictionary is used often in the business world. Okay. This incredibly versatile phrase can literally be translated as F it. So that's the way I'm choosing to look at it now.
Mhm.
Right?
Yeah.
So we're going to go ahead and use this in a sentence.
This drink is what it is.
F it. The
Pretty
client changed the deadline to today. Well, it is what it is.
It's a nice way to say that.
Yeah, it
F
is.
it.
All right.
And then our girlfriend tip of the day, since we already teased everything, we're going to give you the tip. I know our producer loves that.
That was good. That was really good. It took
Right?
me a
His jaw
second,
didn't
though.
drop like it did on last episode.
because he wants me to say more.
Oh,
no.
hurry up.
I
Give me your
can't.
tip.
I don't know if I can.
The baby's going to cry. Okay,
I
you
honestly
rock.
don't know if I
Girlfriend tip of the day. Whether you fight, ghost, run away, or freeze, you will always need your girlfriends to support whatever your stress decisions are, except if they're to stay and fight zombies. And as always, remember,
can say girlfriends and rock your baby and drink wine at the same time.